Alright, so we're finally ready to begin. For this demo, I will be creating an array of character silhouettes for our dwarf hero in Adobe Photoshop. Please note that these techniques should work in just about any digital drawing or painting software. However, the exact methods and tools used might be slightly different depending on the software you are using. I'll use a couple different tools and techniques for finding creative ideas, and go through some do's and don'ts to keep in mind as you're creating your silhouettes. Remember to go back to your character brief and visual reference often. They can help you stay true to the essence of the character and keep your ideas focused and on track. And if you get a case of artist block, they also might spark some new ideas and get your creative gears rolling again. Just to clarify, I will be speeding up my captured video for the purposes of this demo. So here we go. So as I started on these character thumbs, I'm really trying to focus on the big overall shapes first. Don't get caught up in small details like fingers, costume elements, and facial features. We'll get to those later. Right now, we just want to make sure our character's shape is dynamic and interesting. So with this first set of thumbnails, I'm using the lasso selection tool as a drawing implement, really. I like this technique a lot because it gives me the ability to still draw and control the overall shapes that I'm using in the design. I can maintain a certain amount of continuity as far as proportions and anatomy goes. But this tool also adds a certain amount of randomness. At the end, when I fill the selection with black, I'm not entirely sure what shapes will be filled and what shapes won't, and there might be new and unintended shapes that might inspire a new creative direction for the character. These shapes might influence the overall silhouette of the thumbnail, but also might influence costume elements and interior shapes as well. We'll get more into that in the next module. For now, let these happy accidents inspire you, and don't be afraid to push the boundaries of this technique to fuel your creativity in helping you design more unique and interesting characters. Also, don't be afraid to experiment and explore with the shapes you use. Use dynamic, bold, maybe even weird shapes, and experiment with different sizes, proportions, and weights. You never know what you might find. When you are thumbnailing, move quickly and don't dwell too long on a single idea. Each of these silhouettes took me about a minute to do. Even as someone just starting off, these silhouettes really shouldn't take you more than a couple minutes. Your goal here is to generate lots of ideas very quickly, even if they aren't perfect or are a bit messy. We'll refine them later. Just keep moving.